Golf News RI presents the Golf Dudes Podcast. Here are the dudes.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Golf Dudes Podcast. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday, staying dry, and getting ready for another weekend of hopefully golf. It's supposed to be nice, and then obviously we have football, and it's hockey season now. NBA season is right on the corner. PC is actually playing an exhibition game on Saturday afternoon.
Weird.
Crazy. So lots going on. Still some golf stuff, but lots of other things going on. Rich Capelli alongside. Rich, how you doing today, buddy boy?
Not too bad. Getting ready for another batch of rain showers. But other than that, not too bad.
You have acquired the latest version of PGA Tour. You have PGA Tour 2K23. You were up until 5 a.m. playing it. So what are your opening thoughts on the game? We'll start. Is it cool?
Yeah,
Is it worth the buy?
It is. It's good because I have one of the next gen consoles, so the graphics are pretty good. Like I told you earlier, I haven't really even scratched the surface because you can tinker with so much. It's there's a lot going on below the thing. But I'm gonna try to put a society together over the winter and see if that catches on again. It was we only had a couple people last year, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try to.
That'd be interesting. I mean, I don't think we really maximize. I mean, we were still learning the business and the video game part of it. I don't know that we really maximized what we could have done with the society last year. We could probably do more with. I'm sure there's more you could do with it than what we did. And that's something that we can work on. But yeah, that'd be interesting to do. Always something to keep people interested and attached to us and attached to the game and stuff, especially with Hamilton's courses and stuff. Have you looked into the creator? I know he's not thrilled with the creator.
I haven't gone that deep. I'm just doing just messing around with the driving range and doing a couple career things. I haven't looked in the what's it called? In the created courses department yet.
So 2K23 is out. I think on the same day as 2K23 came out, EA Sports dropped a trailer for their golf game. So the war is kind of picking up, which is from a business perspective, is something that I was interested in, of course. Just the kind of the back and forth. And it looks like the EA Sports version obviously is going to have Augusta National, which is a big solid is not nothing. And then it looks like Jordan Spieth is going to be the face of that game, which would be kind of cool to play as Jordan Spieth, or if you can play as Jordan Spieth. But so the video game wars are picking up now that the winter is here, and maybe stay tuned for announcements on a society that Rich creates, and we'll try to do a little bit better than we did on the last one for sure. But we also know more about different things and how these things work. So that'd be cool. That'd definitely be a cool project to do, especially for you. You'll be into that. So there's that. So we have some video game world. We'll have obviously more on that later. But in the other local golf world, a heck of a run by Patrick Welch last week in the PGA Tour at the Shriners Classic. He was 7 under, I think, on the final day. Climbed up to the leaderboard. I think when he finished, he was inside the top 25. I don't think he didn't stay there. But still a heck of a finish for him. Heck of a week. Much better than I think anybody was expecting. Certainly better than our expectations. Obviously, he was even par after the first round, which all in all was good, but he really struggled putting. And then great players do, they figured it out. And by the end of the week, he was actually plus putting. He actually had gain strokes putting. So impressive week for Patrick. I know you kind of got it. You're a PGA Tour guy anyway, or a pro golf guy anyway. So I know you kind of got into it a little bit, or especially over the weekend. I know you were busy with your own tournaments, but I know you kind of got into it a little bit as well.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Shriners is always a decent tournament that gets stuck in the middle of kind of nowhere because it's the beginning of the season. But yeah, overall it was a good tournament.
For sure. Live Golf is in action again tomorrow morning at 5:15 a.m. local time, and this is their last tournament before the team championship. Dustin Johnson already won the individual championship. and Aces are way ahead in the team championship, although they didn't win last week, amazingly. They kind of shit their pants last week. It feels like. So there's that. And then the only other two local nuggets that we have as far as news goes is Chris Francoeur is really struggling in round 3 of Korn Ferry Tour Q School. So I'm barring a miracle tomorrow, which could happen. Obviously, he could go low. He's 6 shots off the cut right now, which is -2. But he's struggling today, so hopefully he can turn around in the last few holes and build some momentum. But he's struggling. Davis Chatfield starts stage 2 on Monday, and I guess it is tricky, but I guess everybody that qualifies or gets through stage 2 of Q School, you actually get a Korn Ferry Tour membership, and then you advance to final qualifying, and that's if you win that, you get like priority membership. So I don't know necessarily what the difference is. I'm assuming priority membership means you can get into all the tournaments, but technically everybody that gets through stage 2 gets Korn Ferry Tour membership of some sort. So that's the only, I put that in our last article. That's the only caveat to add. But Davis Chatfield starts on Monday, I believe, in Florida. Chris Francoeur is in New Mexico, of all places. So it's pretty amazing where these people go to play these like tournaments. That's like New Mexico, Iowa. Like, it's kind of funny to see. You never think about golf in these places, but there are golf courses there, and they're hosting big events there. So that's kind of the Q School roundup. Again, Chatfield starts next week, and then the final qualifying. There's only one final qualifying. It's all in one spot, I believe, in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be easy, and that's not till November 4th, I want to say. So that'll be easy to follow as well. So that's the Q School story. Obviously, amazing run by everybody, and it's fun to have all these guys in pro golf in some way, shape, or form. But hopefully Chris can rally on Friday, and we'll have some exciting Friday afternoon golf to keep track of. On the other thing is Ed Kirby is playing in New Mexico, coincidentally enough, in the Senior PGA Professional Championship. Obviously, Ed Kirby, the pro at the Aquidneck Club, former pro at Alpine, and also the coach of the Roger Williams University. So obviously, he just teed off a little while ago, so scoring hasn't really updated yet, but we'll be keeping track of that. And then the only other news of the week is the Team Rhode Island once again lost the tri-state matches. In fact, they finished last in the tri-state matches. They haven't won the tri-state matches in 20 years. This year they were at the Aquidneck Club, and Team Rhode Island lost to Massachusetts by 32.5 points. There's that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. It's a good showing. So there's that. In my article, I tried to be nice, obviously, because they're friends that play, but it was a good. Bobby Leopold had a good week. Him and Tyler took 6 points, and a couple other guys had some winning matches, but overall, obviously not ideal for Team Rhode Island. They haven't won the thing in 20 years. So we'll have to wait until next year. But Massachusetts obviously is very good. They have Matt Parziale, who's a great player, and a few other guys that I've personally never heard of. But obviously they're great players. Doug Clapp had a hole-in-one on one of the holes for Massachusetts, so it's hard to beat a hole-in-one. But there's that. It's always the hole-in-ones are always the funniest or the best when they win something. Like I remember my friend Greg Horton had a hole-in-one to have his league match. Like he had a hole-in-one at 9 to like tie his league match, and it's nice. Like this guy has a hole-in-one to win a hole in the tri-state match, and it's kind of funny when obviously hole-in-ones are great all the time, but it's funny when you actually screw somebody over by making a hole-in-one or another team over. So it was entertaining. But you played good last week in your Ryder Cup. Obviously, a bad finish for you guys. You probably don't want to talk about it much, but I watched you play Friday.
Yeah,
No, I watched you play Saturday. Sorry, I watched you play Saturday. You had a good. You and your dad had a good run for what it was.
Yeah. I ended up losing my match on Sunday, but my dad took care of business. I don't think I lost mine 2 down. I think I just couldn't putt for some reason. I don't know why.
The Pine Crest play tough. Like the
Oh
course.
yeah, yeah, it's ridiculous. Like the guy that I was playing against, just the pit the he was talking about it while we were there, and he was talking about how the greens are just ridiculous, and the pins are put in places that are borderline impossible. Like it was hard. It was the greens were harder than Kirkbray's greens. Like
Really?
more definitely more. Yeah, it was insane. Like they're putting flags on ridges and stuff like that. Like I mean it's not illegal, but like it was ridiculous. I couldn't putt on Saturday either, but I mean it just made it that much worse. I had a putt to win the hole, win the second to last hole, and it was like a 3-footer, and I pushed it. So um it didn't matter in the end. I think we lost by like 4 or 5, so it's whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you should play. Like I said, you played good on Saturday. You drained that birdie putt on what, 1 or 2?
5.
No.
I think
Oh,
it
5.
was on 5. Yeah, it was on the par 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because you
That
started on
was
4. That's
that
right.
was like one of the only putts I made all weekend.
Yeah. So that was pretty epic. Yeah, that's right. Because you
Oh
started.
yeah, it was technically 2. Yeah, technically 2 because we started on 4.
Yeah. So, uh, yeah. So anyway, I had fun being up there for a little while. We're walking with you guys and seeing everybody at the King, and it was fun to obviously play there last Friday. As well.
Yeah, Friday was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. Obviously, I played all right. I played fine. And then I played on Sunday at Kirby, so that was exciting, I guess. But anyway, so that's kind of all we got as far as golf stuff. Please continue to do the handicap survey. We're going to push it back out. I had somebody look at it last night. One of our good friends, who I make fun of him all the time, and he makes fun of me, but it's all right. I had somebody look at it last night, and he was fascinated by the stats that we're getting and the stuff that we're getting from it. So I'm gonna push it back out this week to get more response. We have 150 responses, which is a decent number, but the data is really cool that we're getting. So please continue to do that. And again, I'm gonna push it back out on social media this week and weekend. And also for those that are interested to buy your Golf News RI merch, we have a discount code called Fall Golf. All you do is type in Fall Golf and 10% off everything in the pro shop. I figured if we're gonna have a pro shop, might as well put some effort into it. So trying to revamp it a little bit and come up with some new and creative things to do with it. But anyway, the discount code that runs through next week. So Fall Golf is a discount code, 10% off everything in the store. And for those that want your Golf News RI merch, or maybe you just need new T-shirts, who knows, or a sweatshirt. It's kind of sweatshirt season if you haven't noticed. So there's that. And other than that, that is kind of where we are. That's kind of the local stuff. We do have a cool series starting up with Michael Edwards of Shore Golf Performance. Episode 1 will drop in a week or two as I'm just finishing up editing it. So we'll have a teaser and more on that when it comes closer. But we're excited for that, about golf fitness and all different things. We don't know anything. Rich and I, we don't know anything about golf fitness, but he does. So we'll just pretend. But anyway, it's an exciting series. He's excited about it, obviously. And it's been fun to put together so far. So stay tuned for that as well. But other than that, we have just fall golf stuff. Obviously, winter is close by. We'll have end of the year kind of recaps and different things of that nature. College golf is still going, although that's almost done for the fall season. I don't know who ended up winning that Jackson Stevens Cup yesterday, but those are 4 great teams that made match play. North Carolina, Texas, Stanford, and one other team that I can't think of. But those matches were going to be great. So, and Patrick Welch climbed up 4 spots in the PGA Tour U ranking. So he's number 7 right now. Again, top 10 get automatic exemption into the Corn Ferry Tour next year. So, obviously playing on the PGA Tour definitely helped them last week. So that's what we have for this stuff. PGA Tour this week is actually already started. They're in Japan. It started last night. Ricky Fowler.
I ended up watching like a half hour of it or so.
This is like one of our favorite times of year because there's late night golf on like all night, and you and I we stay up late mostly anyway. So
Yeah.
just this is great. It doesn't even start until like 10 p.m. So like
Yeah.
and especially with the baseball game being rained out tonight, probably need something to watch. So I'll have the Rangers on, but generally speaking, need something to watch. So late night golf is kind of an exciting time of year ish, kind of.
Are we gonna talk about the fact that the Patriots are underdogs to the Browns?
We can talk about it if you want. This time of year, everything's on the table because
2.5. I cannot believe that.
is the line going to move though if it's announced?
Probably not. I don't think so.
If it's announced that Mac Jones is playing, will the line move?
I don't think it'll move that much, or at all. Really, I mean, the only thing they have to do is just stop Chubb, and they're fine.
I mean, I think the Browns.
It's a tall task, but
I mean, I think the Browns will be the Browns.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like just like the Lions are going to be the Lions. Last week, were they terrible? Yeah. I mean, they should have. That was terrible. The Lions. That was such a boring game.
How about the absolute porta-john of a game we got tonight? It's going to be even worse. It's going to be even worse than last week.
Yeah, I'll be. I mean, yeah. Well, I don't have the awful right now, so. But if I go out, I'll put the Rangers on my phone, and I'll probably ignore the rest of it. But at least it's something. Yeah, it's just funny to laugh at, though. Anyway, at least you have that.
Imagine paying billions of dollars for games like this.
I know it's pretty bad. Well, I mean, but Thursday Night Football has always been crappy, even when it was on the other networks, even when it was on NFL Network.
Yeah,
it's not like anything different. They didn't change they didn't like load up the Thursday night schedule for Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
because if they did that, they should have loaded it up for NFL Network. So Thursday Night Football has always been crappy. You always get crappy games.
I'm very, very, very intrigued by this Ravens Giants game. And then you got the Chiefs and the Bills.
Yeah, so that'd be the game of the week.
And Cowboys
Eagles and Dallas. Yep.
Woo! I think Dallas probably has the best defense in the league, but I still think they're fakers. I don't know what it is.
Well, it's Dallas. They always Dallas.
But they do have Cooper Rush, 4-0.
Yeah, who knows? He'll be the next big backup to get a big contract.
Yeah. Did you see all the Dan Snyder shit that was going around this morning?
I heard that was reported that he's investigating other owners.
Yo, he hired private investigators to investigate the other owners, and apparently he has a hot box fire of stuff against Jerry Jones.
All these guys are the same.
Apparently, he's got a shit ton of stuff against Jerry Jones.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Which is hysterical.
That'd be hilarious if that comes out.
And that guy, I mean, not for nothing. Dan Snyder's a piece of shit, but like, it's about time he stood up for himself. They bullied him for years.
Yeah. But you do admit that he's a piece of shit.
Oh, of course he is. He's a piece of shit, but like, it's about time he stood up for himself. You know what I mean?
Right. Instead of just taking it.
Instead of just taking it on the chin every year. But whatever. That's all I got. I don't really have anything else. We got football this weekend. College football Saturday. It's supposed to be nice. It's supposed to be nice this weekend.
Yeah, we got NHL hockey. The Bruins are back.
We got hockey. Yeah.
Tell you, my Rangers look pretty good against Tampa. I mean, I don't know how great Tampa's.
Shesterkin's going to win the Vezina.
Yeah, I think he won it last year, didn't he?
He's going to win the Vezina again.
Exciting. It's an exciting time of year, but it's also a sad time of year because golf season is pretty much ending. So, although we'll probably still go out and play. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to stay in the 50s, 60s for the next month or so. So.
Yep. Somebody's commented on my post from Kirby last week. Play until it snows.
I mean, yeah,
we'll quite that far, but we'll come close.
I can't play if it goes under 40, under 45. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If it's like 45 and sunny, I'll play, or like 43 and sunny and play. But if it's like 45 and cloudy, no.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we got. Obviously, like I said, let's keep pounding the survey. PGA Tour 2K23, we'll let you know. We'll make some formal announcement about a league, or I guess it's called a society. Redo the society and see if we get a little bit more participation than the last time, now that we actually have an idea of what we're doing. And then that's pretty much all we got. Obviously, we'll keep track of all the stuff going on at Kirby, Chris Francoeur, obviously Chatfield next week, Will Dixon back on the G Pro Tour. Yeah, that's pretty much all we got. I know there's a baseball game starting, right?
I'm still pissed off that the Yankee game got canceled.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna wait to cancel it. You know what I mean? I thought they were gonna wait, see what happens. But I guess it's supposed to be really bad. So I mean,
well, we're getting all that rain. We're getting all that rain at like 2 a.m. So
yeah, now it's tomorrow, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So no one's gonna be there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they kind of got screwed because the first day had 4 games, and then yesterday only had 2. Now we got 1. I mean, I guess we have 3 tomorrow, which is nice, but.
I don't know why they're just playing. They should have played them back. I don't know why they're not playing them back to back. All of a sudden, there's all these.
It doesn't make any sense. But like I texted you last night.
These off.
Monday was great because I listened to 3 baseball games while I was at work. It was fantastic. I listened to the noon, the 3 and the 5 game, which was awesome. Or no, the noon, the 3 and the 7 game. So, but it is what it is. Whatever. At least we got hockey tonight.
Yeah, hockey tonight. I got the Rangers are playing Minnesota. We'll see John Tortorella's Philadelphia Flyers in action if the team's already out on him.
Right. I'm surprised they didn't kick his ass already. But that's all I got.
That is all she wrote. So yeah, short podcast today. I'm gonna try to start. I need to start getting back into doing some interviews and talking to some people. Maybe I might think about doing a college golf kind of like a winter break podcast type of thing and reaching out to some of these kids playing all over the country. We'll see. But yeah, we're always looking for new content ideas. So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the week. Sorry for the short show, but it's that time of year, baby. Sorry, nothing we can do. But anyway, right? I mean, nothing you can. Good luck to Chris Francoeur. Obviously, we'll keep following him the rest of the week, the rest of today and tomorrow. Ed Kirby, and obviously everybody else who's in action throughout the week. If you're playing your own golf, we're tallying up the hole-in-ones here. We're gonna have a hole-in-one final report coming in about a month. All the hole-in-ones that we tracked. So there's more hole-in-ones than I thought there was going to be, for sure. It's amazing.
It's like 1 a week now.
It feels like it.
Crazy.
It's pretty funny. I mean, when I did this hole-in-one report, I just thought, we'd have, 5 or 10. But there's been a lot of hole-in-ones this year at Rhode Island, and we've mostly done all of Rhode Island or Rhode Islanders. So it's been pretty fun, pretty interesting to see. So I'm going to tie them all up. I'll have like a final report. Do that whole thing. So that'll come out in like a month once kind of the season really is over for the most part. Anyway, but yeah, so thanks to everyone for tuning in. We'll talk to you all weekend long on golfnewsri.com. And obviously, stay tuned for announcements, content, and enjoy your PGA Tour 2K23. I know Rich is excited to get further into the game. And we'll get Hammy back on here soon and get his analysis, because I know I said on Twitter he wasn't thrilled with the course designer. So whatever that's worth. But anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. This is the Golf Dudes podcast. We will talk to you next week. Bye.